Hello everyone, welcome to Data Chronicles. Let's solve a difficult question asked in DoDash interview. And the question is you have been asked to investigate whether there is a correlation between the average total order value and the average time in minutes between placing an order and having it delivered per restaurant. So the correlation coefficient is computed in this manner. So we'll have to implement this formula in SQL. So let's get started. The first step would be computing average delivery time and average order value per restaurant. So that would be select restaurant ID, average of order total as X, and average of we need to compute the delivery time. So for that, I'm using a function timestamp diff, and the unit is already mentioned in minutes. So we'll use it as the unit minute, and customer placed order date time. And the second parameter would be delivered to customer date time. Okay, as Y from delivery details group by 1. So like we already got the X and Y values for each restaurant. Now consider it as a temporary table with CT as. And the second step would be to compute X bar and Y bar. That is the mean of all the X values and mean of Y, all the Y values. So for that, we'll use X, Y, average of X over, we are not creating any partition, so that would be blank, as average of X and average of Y over as average of Y from CTE. So now if we run this code, we get 4 columns, X, Y. X bar would be the mean of all the X values in this column, and similarly average Y would be the mean of all Y values. So now consider this as well as a temporary table with CT1 as, and now we'll have to implement this formula. So it is like X minus X bar multiplied with Y minus Y bar and summation of that. So first let's compute the numerator part. So for that, select X minus average of X multiplied with Y minus average of Y and taking a summation. So for that, we'll use sum function from CTE1. So the numerator part is computed. So let's compute the denominator as well. So for that, it's X minus X bar, a square of it multiplied with the Y counterpart, and taking a summation and then taking a square root of it. So it would be X minus average of, average X and square of it. So for that, we'll use a function power of 2 and then summation of it. So for that, we'll use sum. And similarly, we'll have to do with Y. So I'll just copy this part and replace X with Y. And at last, we'll have to take a square of it. So SQRT of this part. So let's run the code. Yeah, so denominator and numerator both are computed. So now I'll just take the ratio of it and rename it as correlation coefficient. Okay, let's run the code. Yeah. Um, so the solution works. And this formula is actually, this correlation coefficient can be computed in various ways. I have used the most simple formula. So yeah, this is how we have solved this question. For more videos like this, do consider subscribing. Thank you.